All right, Spectus. All right, my techno mediums. I was just calling literally to the spirit of Arnold Palmer.
Kitchen.
In reference to certain people having spoke about his private parts. And didn't he just say Johnson? Is that not a word for private parts? You cannot make this stuff up. All right, Arnold, you just said Johnson when I mentioned private parts. Is this Arnold Palmer? Or are you just jumping into the conversation regarding private parts? I have an ancient spirit named Mary, and we all know of a beloved ancient spirit named Mary. So, what are we doing with kitchen here? The word kitchen, what is that? You said I worked here, and then kitchen. So did you work in this town in a kitchen, Mary? It's been here a long time, so that's entirely possible. Were you a cook for some wealthy people? Was it a long time ago? Like in the 1600s or something? Or is it more recent? Don't be afraid. This device cannot hurt you. It is just a modern invention. And God has used it on occasion. So nothing to fear. Johnson, are you referring to the fact that I mentioned a body part that is also called
Experiment.
a Johnson? This is an experiment, absolutely. I am calling to the spirit of one Arnold Palmer. Why do I have trouble with the name Arnold? I don't know. I'm calling to the spirit of Arnold Palmer. And if he responds, I will put it on film. I will, put it on the internet. I want to know, how does Arnold Palmer feel about certain people discussing
House.
his penis in public to the entire world? No doubt world leaders chuckling about it. So I want to hear. I'm pretty sure all of the spirit world knows when we are doing spirit chat. So house experiment, kitchen house experiment. There's a trifecta of words. Do you want to tell me about the kitchen house experiment? Or the house experiment in the kitchen? What were you experimenting on? Still looking for a response from Mr. Arnold Palmer in regards to that. Hello, Spirit. Yeah, definitely.
Jail.
We got jail again. We got jail yesterday. So who's going to jail and for what? Yesterday I got jail and interference. And I could show it to you if I wanted to stop this particular feed. It's on the scroll. So jail and interference, what does that bring to mind for you? There is somebody looking at going to jail for interference in the federal...
Take a seat.
I am sitting. In the federal case regarding interference with our last election, there is absolutely the possibility of jail. So, spirits. I love how it says jail and take a seat, as if somebody's talking to somebody who's being, processed to go to jail. Again, looking for Arnold Palmer. Arnold, Mr. Palmer, how do you feel about somebody bringing your junk into the public eye? I have devices where you can still be heard. You can still be recognized. You can still have your say. Now, earlier you said Johnson, or somebody said Johnson, when I said the word penis. So we were at least getting a relative response. I have you staring at the beautiful water. It is just gorgeous. But all of a sudden, come on over here and get some energy.
Can you stay a while?
I'm staying as long as it takes. I can stay for about an hour, maybe 45 minutes now. But yep, I'm staying a while. Tell me a story. I want Arnold Palmer to come and tell me what he thinks of somebody he knows clearly, pretty privately knows. They at least were in a locker room together. And that somebody is still alive and talking about Arnold Palmer's private parts. Arnold, come and have your say. Please. You are welcomed. I have a device that'll give you power and energy so you can talk. Or if you're angry, you can whack a bell. Be my guest. I would be angry if someone was talking about my 10-year gone private parts in public. I would be like, what is wrong with you? Hello, Alice. I got Mary and Alice here. How you doing, ladies? Did you work together in the kitchen here in this town? You lay down, puppy dog. I am pup sitting. Can you see her? Hey, puppy. Woof, 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 woof. Woof, woof, woof. I think there she is. Anyway, change of view a little bit. I had just taken the pup for a walk, so I'm feeling a little lazy. I hope you won't mind. I always try to give you something pretty to look at. Hello, spirits. I am calling out to Arnold Palmer. When I saw that video, I had to try to reach him. Did you know you made such an impression on an impressionable young man? The very young, I'm sure, Donald Trump. So far, nothing from Arnold, but somebody saying Johnson. I had to give it a go, though. I really did. I had to give it a try. Begin what? I have begun. I am trying to reach out to Mr. Arnold Palmer, former golf champion, in regards to something somebody said about his Johnson. I'm sorry. I am sorry, my techno mediums, if you are a fan of this guy. You know I'm not. You must know by now. And I cannot stop laughing about it. So I thought I'd do something about it and get some word from the horse's mouth. But I don't know where Arnold is. He's not responding. But somebody did respond with the word Johnson. Please forgive me. I'll try to be serious. But it's cracking me up. And I want to get to the truth, to the nitty-gritty, to the how do you feel about that, Mr. Palmer? How do you feel about it? Is he laughing? Is he chuckling? Is he remembering?
There's a priest.
There is. Is he remembering a fond moment with our presidential candidate number 2, or for the second time? There's a priest. What are we doing with a priest? Do we need a priest? Do you need a priest? Got some wind going there. I wonder if my spirit cat's battery's running down, because the wind normally makes it talk, and it's not. had to wiggle it to get it to do it. But it's still working at least. I wonder if the ghosties would set off easily in here. I'm under some trees. It's nice and shady. And we are fast cooling down weather-wise. But the last few days have been gorgeous. Excuse me while I turn on the ghosties.
Major.
Major? Major who? Shh. There we go. So that's my other motion detector. Dollar store. Ghosty. And I swear the wind sets it off. I just think it's so classically ghosty. And one of my other spirit chatter friends uses it too.
Bones.
Bones? Major Bones, huh? Alright. I'm going to put up the window a little bit so it won't set off the ghosty so much. Because we got some good wind blowing here. But not enough. Whoa, that's it. Okay. Not enough to make the bell ring. Hello? Is that me or a spirit? Well, I just waved my hand in front of it, so that wasn't me. Cool. Welcome, spirit. So I've got, let me give you the names. Those are the words, and Alice and Mary. Mary has slipped under the scroll. So I had Alice and Mary. All right, who's making the ghosty go off? Can I have a name? Because I shut the window, so it's not the wind, and I'm not over there fussing with it. I am at least 2.5, 3 feet away from it. I made the car wiggle. That didn't do it. So who's making the ghosty go off? Major Bones? That'd be a great name for a skeleton, wouldn't it? All right. So where's the priest? And what's his name?
I'm from the light.
Then that would be a priest, I would hope. Hello, from the light. Major Bones, I'm from the light. Okay. Should I call you Major Bones? Is that the name you want to be called? I'm cool with that. At least until you give me a better name. Anyway, so, yeah.
Deep.
Uh-huh. What we are doing, talking to spirit, is pretty deep. Yes, it is. And once again, I will request, Arnold Palmer, will you come and speak to me about the fact that somebody's talking about your junk in public? That's not very respectful of the non-alive. Is it? It's not very respectful of the living.
Melissa.
Hi, Melissa. Melissa, are you from the light? All right. All right, so now I've had Alice, Mary, and Melissa for girls. I haven't had any guys' names except for Major Bones. And I'm dying to hear from Arnold Palmer. Yeah, I got that with Johnson on it. Okay. And I would love to talk a little more about jail. Somebody going to jail? And if so, what for? Can you give me a name? Who's going to jail? Please. So it's on the scroll? And I can show the people? Now, I just moved my arm, but it's quite a ways away from there. so I really can't be sure. It lights up. I'm going to have to do some nighttime in the paranormal pod broadcast because I want all my things to light up like a little kid. All right.
Opposite.
Opposite what? My goodness, these are just out there words that don't really apply to anything. Opposite of what? You gave me jail and Johnson when I asked to speak to Arnold Palmer about someone talking about his junk, which is, of course, uh, relevant to me at least. Then we got jailhouse. Take a seat. And I want to know. I got experiment and kitchen. Jailhouse together, one after the other. And can you stay a while? Take a seat. All fairly good conversation, really. If you put them together the right way. And, yep. There's a priest. Major Bones. I'm from the light.
I want you to see me.
I want to see you too. Shoot, that'd be fun. But you know what? I've asked you to come over to my thing to make a picture and think real hard and show me what you look like. Show me what you look like. Show me a golf course. Show me anything you want. Okay? Whoops, sorry about my finger. Can you do that?
Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey. All ladies today. Ladies in the house. Hello. Come on in. Girls' afternoon out. I'll take it. Got Mary, Alice, Kelsey, and Melissa. But no Arnold Palmer. I'm thinking he's embarrassed and he don't want to talk. If somebody else comes up with Spirit Box at Arnold Palmer, I'm going to be put out. Because there are some that, as soon as something happens...
You are valued.
Thank you. So are you. As soon as something weird like this happens, they jump right on it. So while on the one hand, I'll be curious to see their response, on the other hand, I thought of it too, and I want to talk to them. Funny as can be. Arnold Palmer, come and tell me what you think of somebody talking about your junk at one of their presidential candidacy rallies. Come on. Don't be scared. Come and say, it wasn't right. Or something like that. Come and defend yourself. Granted, it wasn't an insult, and you didn't say you were little, but it was still really weird. So weird. And I don't care who you are or who you choose for president, it was still weird. Just plain weird. Anyway, so, got spirits coming and praising me. Thank you, I always appreciate that. Everybody loves a little bit of praise. I want you to see me. Come on over here beside my hand.
Belittle.
No, I'm not belittling anybody. Are you saying that talking about your junk belittled you? Can you clarify on that, please, sir? Because, yeah, it kind of did. It's a little bit, crossing a privacy line, isn't it? I'm not belittling you. I am laughing at the other person for speaking like that. But I'm not belittling you, Arnold Palmer. According to what he said, nobody could belittle you. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Please. Please forgive me. You must have a sense of humor. But yeah, the word belittle, he was saying the opposite. And the word opposite just came through. So, nothing little about you. That's what he said. He said he was impressed when he saw you in the locker room. So, yeah. For that, I got to chuckle. I'm sorry. I am terribly sorry. Please forgive me. But anyway, so we've got some words that are not in the right order, but they still could be relevant to my asking Arnold Palmer what he thinks about what former President Trump said about his junk.
My happy place.
I'm glad you have a happy place. So many don't. So, techno mediums, I call upon you to tell me what you think. Did I get a response from Arnold Palmer when he said, or somebody said Johnson? And then they said belittled, which some might say, speaking about your private parts to someone else, you know, even after you're dead, is a little bit insulting or belittling. But former President Trump did say there was nothing little about Arnold Palmer. So tell me what you think. Please comment down below. Tell me what you think. I'm dying to hear your opinion. Because you know mine. I got a big mouth. I do not have filters at 65. So there we go. Next. Are we done? Should I pack it in? Take the grand pup home? And call it a day? Spirits, I'm going to count to 10. If you want to say something, you better do so in that 10 seconds. 1, 2.
Ugly.
Never fails. Who's ugly? What do you mean by ugly? I get my happy place and then ugly? What's ugly? Are you referring to someone talking about someone who's deceased in a disrespectful way? Is that what you mean? Because that would be relevant, wouldn't it? Could you give me a yes or a no on that? Or at least, what do you mean by ugly? Come on. I am so happy just to have you talking. And even a little bit relevant to my topic. Come over here by my hand that's holding the black rectangle and think really hard of an image. Someplace, your happy place. A golf course. A locker room. Come on. Let's do this. Or should I just call it a day? All right. If you stay quiet, I gotta go. I don't know if my techno mediums can hear,
Joseph.
but hello, Joseph. Thank you for responding. Can hear, but somebody's got some beautiful wind chimes. Very faintly chiming in the distance. Maybe that house behind the trees over there. I love wind chimes. I think they're so good for the soul. And they let spirit talk.
Emma.
If you have a wind chime in your house, spirit can breeze right through it. Hello, Emma. I swear, we've had one guy, Joseph, and all the rest were ladies. Emma, welcome. Still waiting to hear from Arnold Palmer. I believe he has said the word Johnson, or somebody has. And then he mentioned feeling belittled. And something was ugly. Which, of course, a lot of people think it's disrespectful to speak of the dead, especially in such a way. So, Emma, what would you like to add? We'll move over here so as not to intrude on the people over there. That's okay. Again, don't forget. Oh, I see a little bit of shadow moving over
I
near
made
him.
that sound.
You did? That's terribly cool. Well, thank you for confirmation on that. That's awesome. That was perfect. I couldn't have done that better myself. Right here. Oh, that was me, I think. As I was moving to show you this. That's the energy ball going. So, yeah, I love that.
I've been here 400 years.
400 years. So, did you arrive with pilgrims? Or were you before that? Because we have had plenty of people come before the pilgrims. We've had Vikings and Templars, and the proof of the Templars is the tower, the stone tower in Newport, Rhode Island, and the proof of the Vikings is quite a few things. There is a ship, or pieces of a ship. All right. And the ship is in the sand, and after certain storms, it is revealed, and then another storm will cover it back up. That has been around for a long time. There are various rune stones, one on Block Island, I think it is. So we have quite a lot of evidence that the pilgrims were not the first here. First Europeans, I should say. So, is that Emma? Have you been here 400 years? Were you one of the first European settlers? Can you send me some words from 400 years ago that might kind of identify you? Like the Templars like to send things like kings, queens, castles, moats, sieges, torture, means of torture, uh, literally torched. So, things like that. All right.
I've seen you before.
Yes, I've been here before. I have. Do you remember my name? Can you remember the name I gave? Are you tired of being in there, huh? I know. You hurt your foot and you have to be quiet and you have to settle down and you don't want to. Yes, I love you too. I love you too. I know. All right, you've seen me before. Yes, I have been here before. Were you one of the people that could send me an image? I got a lovely image of a young man and a young woman that I have since deleted because I didn't know how I could make it fit to a story. And of course, the minute I deleted it, somebody told me a story that they might fit with. So if that's you, please give me that picture again. That would be awesome. Or are you one of the native spirits I've talked to on the land out here?
Jacob.
Hello, Jacob. Welcome. Okay. So are you a Jacob from the Pilgrim era? Are you the 400-year-old spirit? I imagine if I am a person who believes in reincarnation, being able to have more than one lifetime. And if you've been around 400 years, I know I've been in this area for many and many a lifetime. So you probably have seen me before. Thank you so much for recognizing me. Joseph, you're not my ex-Joseph, are you? He used to tell me people called him ugly because he got burned when he was a child. And when I saw Ugly Joseph, it made me think of that story. Anybody else? Or am I calling it a day? I really appreciate all of you who've come through. Arnold Palmer, do you have anything else you want to say? You haven't come through with your name, but you have come through with some relevant comments to my wanting to know what you think of somebody discussing your junk at their presidential rally. Can you tell me what you think?
Construct.
Construct. Well, that doesn't go with anything I've talked about. Are you telling me somebody was trying to construct some kind of an image? Because they darn sure did. Yes, they did. We all got quite an image with that little story. Mr. Palmer in a locker room where the then quite young Trump was. Yeah. Let me tell you, he was impressed. Little bit of penis envy there. Are you laughing yet? Because it's funny. I don't care who you are. It's disrespectful, and I am sorry about that, but it's funny. Arnold, can you give me your name? How about AP? Can you give me AP? Golf? Anything that pertains to you so I can identify you? Please, please, please. I'm holding the phone over here on the side, A, because I like the view and the colors of the white sand and the blue water and the gold trees. But I'm also trying to catch a little internet so that somebody will send an image. The last two videos I've done using the Ghost Tube Seer for my camera, they have sent nothing, or at least nothing I could use at the same.
I killed people.
You did. Well, that's now the negatives are on their way in, and I don't do negatives. So, Arnold Palmer, last chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We get to 10, and I'm about to say goodnight. All right. Techno Mediums, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you're new, please do the like, comment, subscribe thing. Help out the channel. And as I always say, I will be back. Thank you so much to the spirits who contributed. And please, Techno Mediums, do let me know if you think I got relative stuff related to Arnold Palmer and the infamous penis comment. That might be from, look, can you see the shadow dancing from the trees? I think that might be why it's going off. But if it isn't, and the spirit that said I made that sound is saying goodbye,
How do we work it?
You just talk. You just think. You come over by these black rectangles and you think what you want to say. Or yell it if you can. And the machine will pick it up. Just like you see it doing. And the little thing here with the little black rectangle within the black rectangle, come over real close to my hand and think an image or what you want me to see really hard, really focus on it. Come up, bring the details clear, and a little picture sometimes forms. I probably am low on internet here, but it worked a couple days ago.
We like to be left alone.
Well, that's my thing, as I'm just about on my way out the door. So again, one more time. Arnold, I'm so sorry that somebody disrespected you. Huh.
Stop the camera.
I'm gonna. Arnold, thank you so much if you did respond with Johnson and
Kid.
and you're a kid? Okay. Arnold, if you responded with the word Johnson and belittle in relation to how it made you feel or what it made you think, thank you so much. To all the other spirits, I'll do one last camera shot for the words. And thank you again. I'll be back.